What up, family? It's the Strong Dad, and today we're going to be talking a hamstring focused leg day. Your hamstrings, much more important than your quads, okay? You can't see them, so that's all the more reason to train them more. If you really want to know what your hamstring's looking like, and you don't want to do some gay shit in front of a mirror, you know what I'm saying, bending over in front of a mirror, ask your girl, hey baby, how my hamstrings looking? You know what I'm saying? She might be the only one to keep the secret. I'm just saying, bending over in front of a mirror to look at your hamstrings, it makes you feel uncomfortable. It really does. So you're probably never going to do it. You're probably never going to do it. So all the more reason to train the fuck out of your hamstrings so that you don't have to. You just know that they're fucking jacked, all right? Your hamstrings, it's like, picture a big hydraulic machine, and it's got the hydraulics in the front that, you know, kind of help it do this right here. But it's got these bigger hydraulics in the back that hold the machine up and steady. That's your hamstrings. And if you got weak ass hamstrings, it's like having weak ass or no hydraulics back there. The machine is eventually going to fall over. It's that important. So let's get right into it. I open up my hamstring focused leg day for this program with a back squat. Normally I would open up my hamstring focused leg days with RDLs, but I am programming rack pulls during this time. So because of that, I only do one heavy hip hinge movement in a program, either deadlifts, rack pulls, or RDLs. And so right now I'm doing rack pulls so I can do some training and some effective ranges. So I'm not doing the RDLs. But with that being said, as we know, I have leverages for a wide stance squat. So normally when I do a back squat, heavy or not, it targets my abductors and my glutes more than my quads. So I'm okay opening up this hamstring day with a back squat. If you don't have leverages like that, then open it up with a heavy RDL. And if you want to understand the RDL, you can refer to my video about them things. Anyway, I open it up with a back squat, and I'll do 3 sets of 6 to 8. The next will be a wide stance, like a sumo squat, essentially. Now, before I get into what I do, if you've never sumo squatted, my suggestion is for the first 2 weeks, use lightweight, okay? First of all, I only do this exercise with lightweight, but if you've never done it before, use lightweight, because if you put on your normal back squat weight and attempt to sumo squat, I promise you, you're going to have the worst time of your life sitting down on the toilet. Life is going to be unbearable. And while, yes, the stimulus can be great, there is like a line where you don't want to damage the muscle too much, because then you're not really getting muscle growth. You're just recovering from the massive amount of stimulus, and sometimes it works against you. So my suggestion is start light for the first 2 weeks and then work your weight up. And with that being said, I do this 3 sets of 15 to 20, and it will smoke your abductors. It will smoke your fucking glutes. It will feel you will feel the pump immediately. If your legs are any kind of developed, you will immediately feel the thigh gap fucking close. That's how much of a pump you'll get from this. So try it out. The next thing I'll do will be a lightweight SDL. Now, I know I said I'm not programming heavy hip hinge. Like I said, this is lightweight. And the reason that I'm standing on the box is because I have just great range of motion, man. I can almost put my elbows to the ground while standing straight. So because of that, doing like RDLs, it's hard for me to target my hamstrings. And when I do SDL, stiff-legged deadlifts on just a flat plane, the range of motion is so good that when I get the bar all the way down, I don't feel nothing. So I stand up on the box so that I can get that extra range of motion, and I'll do 3 sets of 15 to 20 of these, and that shit will fucking burn, my nigga. That shit will burn. If you are not good at this movement, all right, my suggestion is learn how to do it. Don't avoid it or replace it with something else. Actually learn how to do it. Don't take it out the program. This movement right here will it will do phenomenal things for, there's like a portion right under your glutes on your hamstrings that you can only see by bending all the way over. And let's be honest, like I said before, most guys are not gonna do that to see that muscle unless you're a bodybuilder. So just do this movement and you'll build that area. And it's hard to explain what happens when this area is weak for people. If you've ever, it just feels like a shooting pain that goes from the bottom of your glute into your hamstring. You can pull this muscle a lot. Normally when you like strain your hamstring, it's either up at the top right there, or it's down lower by the pocket of your knees. So this one right here will help you with that, make it real healthy. Next movement, the Nordic Curl. Now, you don't have to do this movement if you don't have this machine. You can just do a lying leg curl. I have been programming this because I want to actually get good at Nordics. And also, this is a part of my knee health program, which I had to do a whole entire video about knee health. I tore my meniscus and PCL skateboarding when I was 21. I got knee problems. I understand. I've been there. And the shit that I can do with my knees now, it's pretty good. And while I'm not some phenomenal knee over toe guy, trust me when I say you don't need to go that route to restore your knee health. And it's pretty simple, old classic bodybuilding techniques, and the Nordic curl is one of those techniques. So I've been programming the Nordic curl, and I'll do 3 sets of 10 of this, and my goal is to do this motherfucker with a 45 pound plate. So that's where I'm going with it. But like I said, if you don't have this, you can do the lying leg curl. And if you don't have the lying leg curl, then my suggestion is do 2 extra sets with the stiff-legged deadlift instead. That way you can still get the stimulus from the program that I've created right here, which is just a short hamstring-focused leg day. Okay? The next movement is going to be the leg curl. Now we're going to sit down in this machine for 5 total sets. The first 3 sets are going to be a 3x10. And the last 2 sets is going to be 20 reps apiece. Now, when we get down into machines and I say 3x10, I don't mean 3x10, I got 10. I mean 3x10, I got 7 or I got 6, and getting to 10 is going to be a bitch, because that's really where the growth is. All right, when you program things and you program like a 6 to 8, don't program I got 8 reps for sure. It's I got 6 reps definitely, kind of, and getting 8 reps is going to kill me. But that's how you get that growth. That's where the growth goes. So the next thing we're going to do after we pull ourselves out of the leg curl is we're going to say goodbye to the hamstring day. Now we're done. Now we're going to do 2 quad focus movements the same way on my quad focus leg day. I do 2 hamstring focused movements. So the first quad focus, the first motherfucking quad focused movement is going to be 2 sets of leg extensions, and the goal is 50 reps, period. However you get there, all right? Now for this, I don't want 45 reps and then the last 5 are hell. I want 30 reps and then the last 20 are fucking hell, all right? If you ain't ready for this shit, then don't do it, all right? Don't half-ass this shit either. This shit is going to fucking suck. Use a little assistance. Use your hands. Push your legs a little bit. But you're going to love the stimulus from this bitch, and your legs are going to grow, okay? The next and last quad focus movement for this hamstring focus leg day, it's kind of a quad focus movement for hamstring focus. The next fucking movement, the last movement, is going to be sissy squats. This, again, is part of my knee health program, so I keep this integrated always. You can do this in a variety of ways. There's so many ways to sissy squat that it's better to just make a video on the sissy squat itself. But for this video, you see what I'm doing, just do that. Grab the TRX ropes and bang out 3 sets of 10 of these motherfuckers. And again, your knees are gonna fucking love it. In the beginning, it's gonna suck, but eventually you're gonna get good at this shit. I promise you. and you're going to be able to do some phenomenal things with your knees. And if you're one of those people that has trouble like getting up from the ground, like up from a lunge position and shit, this will make your knees feel a lot better in the long run. So that was my hamstring focused leg day. I hope you guys liked it. When it comes to hamstrings, like I said before, they're probably more important than your quads just because you can't see them. And remember, your glutes, probably the next most important thing. So develop your glutes. I got a glute video that you guys would really like, so check that shit out. And we're going to do an ab video next and then a shoulder video after that. And instead of telling you when I'm going to do that, just know that they're going to come. The only reason is I was supposed to do this hamstring video last week, and then I got political for a fucking week, which, you know, sometimes I can't avoid that shit, you know me. And so here we are now, a week late with the hamstring. So I'm not going to give you a date for the next two videos. I'm just going to promise you that they'll be done. Anyway, much love, y'all. Peace.